is Facebook, YouTube, or any of those places that this video may reach. And for those of you that have not had the pleasure of meeting me, you can follow me on my Instagram at Tatiana1672 or my Twitter at Tatiana1672, or you can just Google Tatiana Williams. Okay, today's topic is in reference to the Housewives of Atlanta last night. I have to say, Mama Joyce, you was right all along. This is the thing that I see what's going on. Okay, I've always had my personal opinion about how I felt about Todd and Candy and that whole relationship. And friends used to tell me, just because a man don't show a whole lot of emotion, and just because he don't do X, Y, Z, and you need your man pushing all up on you to show how much he feel about you, that does not mean that that man don't care. Cool, I got that. But this is the thing. When I watched Todd, baby, and last night, it showed it all. I don't know if it looked like we was long-lost friends or something had done happened or however it had looked it. But that connection that was supposed to be, didn't they just get married last night? Didn't I just see her in the big white dress with all that, the feathers? That needed a little bit more, but that's another story. But this is the thing. My thing is this. What happened was, I think, Todd didn't know that he was dealing with a Taurus woman. And when you're dealing with a Taurus woman, them hoes can be very, very tricky. But this is the thing. Them hoes don't miss no beat. Let me repeat. They don't miss no beat. This is the thing. He ran up in that motherfucker, thinking he was finna Jay-Z, Beyonce that thing, and they was finna be this power couple, and he finna come slide on in there and get her mind right and get to that check. But he didn't know that woman, one thing about that Taurus woman, I will make your ass think you gonna get up under this check and get all this motherfucking check, and your ass ain't getting shit, nigga. Cause I see you. My money is my money, and it's gonna always be my money. I'm gonna always be on top with your ass or without your ass. That's the part that he missed. She ain't missed nothing. But this the thing, Candy. You know that saying where they say you got to listen to your mom and all that thing? You should have listened to her. Even though Miss Joyce, you probably went about things the wrong way, but you probably seen that motherfucking snake when it was coming and probably smelt that shit a mile away. But it was what it was. I'm going to leave that alone because I like Miss Candy. But that man, girl, I seen it when you had your clique and he was trying to make you change out your whole motherfucking clique. But you said it best when you was sitting there last night. Bitch, what's the motherfucking problem, bitch? We ain't hurting. A mother's love maybe didn't work, but bitch, we not hurting. What's your problem? That mean there was a problem before the mother's love even started. But this the thing. You know your roots. You got them roots. Your mama got you grounded, and it seemed like you was grounded because when you shoved that motherfucking prenup in his motherfucking face and said, bitch, you gonna sign this before we do any motherfucking thing, he got that. So you ain't no fool in my book. Girl, check on that, and all I could tell you was burn, baby, motherfucking burn. Now, Phaedra, this is my thing to you. Now, what's good for the goose is good for the motherfucking gander. Now, this is the thing. Now, on one hand, when she was going down with King and you thought she was fucking your man and she was this hoe and all that stuff, we needed to believe Apollo for what he was saying. Now, when he's got these allegations in reference to you and Mr. Chocolate, now he a crop of shit and he full of shit and he orchestrating shit. This is the thing, baby. You got to do what you got to do. Now, sister, I ain't wrong with Phaedra. I ain't mad with her. I'm going to tell you why. Because when the nigga start acting up on my motherfucking ass, I'm going to get me a chocolate, vanilla, a killer, or whatever the fuck I need to go get. I'm going to get that motherfucker because I ain't got time for you and your game, so I don't have a problem with that. But baby, what took the cake last night when mama walked back home and brought the pastor in and they started cleaning up the house and fixing up the house and blessing the house. This the part I couldn't understand. Baby, they ran up in that motherfucker and they ran in the room and started blessing it. But Michael, remember, they forgot the turpentine. But that's a whole nother topic. But this is what I say. Girl, what's good for the goose, what's good for the gander. You can't get mad at her for you doing the same thing. And everybody want to call her a hoe and say she this and she that. But this is my thing. You reap what you sow. One way or another. Now, I'm going to say this, Cynthia. It came off a little kind of like corny last night, the way she did. I think that's some TV orchestrated shit. But at the same time, Cynthia, you got to stay in your own lane. Because they say your man be running around there fucking up everybody. You know, Cynthia pussy looking kind of a little stale. You kind of got to expect her man to, you know, go out there and do a little bit of this and to do a little bit of that. And then, you know, just a whole nother story. That's Cynthia. Now, Nene. That shit that you and Greg got going on, girl, that's, honey, you reaping what you sowing, and he coming back after he done helped you, and all, girl, that's all, and you done divorced him, he done married back, and all, That's a whole bunch of shit, honey, and a whole bunch of stuff. Ain't nobody want no old ass man. Dick probably don't even get hard. Ain't nobody got no time for no old dude boy running behind him and all that bullshit. Girl, please, and you act like you got your shit together. This the thing. And Portia, you got to keep your mouth closed. Because this the thing, mama. Yeah, you look nice, and yeah, you got a nice body, and you damn sure ain't got no business calling nobody no hoe. But this the thing. I ain't wrong with you, bitch, because you hoeing real good to me in my eyes, bitch. When you got motherfuckers spending that type of money on a motherfucking pocketbook and pushing you in Rolls Royces, bitch, you was selling the fuck out of that pussy. Girl, can I get a note? But this is my thing. Don't be calling nobody else no motherfucking hoes, because you doing the same thing we doing, and you couldn't even keep your man. But this my thing. Everybody can't keep no motherfucking man. But this the thing, they getting mad at Claudette and Kenya about they ain't got no man and they ain't this and they ain't that. But this my thing, you motherfucking hoes ain't showing them shit. Because guess what? You motherfuckers can't keep no man. Y'all man fucking around, going here, going there, doing this and doing that. Who wants to do that? This my thing. What they need to do, what y'all motherfuckers do, ain't nobody finna be no motherfucking fool. I'm like them. I'm gonna stay single and be the hoe that y'all been. That's why Kim Zolciak got her ass all up out of there. She still got her man though. This my thing. You reap what you sow, and you can't judge nobody, because it seems like all you motherfuckers in the same boat. And my thing is, I think it's a curse on the motherfucker show when it come to me and you ask me, because none of the even when Sheree was on that motherfucker, her man was having problems. I don't know what's going on with the motherfucker shows a crop of shit, but it is good TV. And if that shit, half that shit is true, you hoes need to check. Reality need a reality motherfucking check, if you ask me. This your girl Tati. Check on me. I love you some more. But it was good TV. If that shit real, ooh, baby, you hoes better get the fuck out of paradise. Love you some more. Love you some more.